Yeah. Welcome to Duchenne Diaries, episode number 26. This is now the beginning of the 6th week. I've been doing these videos now, so that's kind of exciting. I wasn't sure if I would do it for this long, but here I am. So, as you might have noticed, today's video is titled NFL Headlines. What I did was I just went on ESPN and I actually looked. There's actually a section on there that says NFL headlines. So I just looked on that. I decided to go over those headlines today for the video and discuss them, agree with them, disagree with them, agree to disagree with them. We'll see what goes on from there. So, as I said, top headlines. So the first headline is Rodgers a little misty after Pack win in his return. So apparently, everybody knows that Aaron Rodgers came back yesterday. The Packers won, and apparently Rodgers is upset in the press conference, even though really seems to be like the bigger story of that game was that the Packers defense didn't give up any points or give up hardly any. And so yeah, I thought that game was more about their defense doing well than it was Rodgers coming back. The next thing is Wilson, finger not to blame for a very shutout loss. So that's talking about Russell Wilson and the Seahawks. Got shut out by the Packers yesterday. I guess that was his 150th game. That's the first time in his career he'd been shut out. It's the first time the Seahawks have been shut out since 2010, which is a year before he was drafted. So yeah, I guess his finger injury didn't directly lead to them losing, but I mean, you need everybody to be 100% to beat Aaron Rodgers, and Russell Wilson was not 100%. So that's probably why that happened. Next thing, it says Cam produces TDs on the first two plays for Panthers. So of course he didn't start the game yesterday. His first play he was in, that was a rushing touchdown. That's the play where he took his helmet off afterwards and ran around the field yelling, "I'm back." And then on the second one, which he was penalized for that. And then on the second one, he threw a touchdown pass that time. I don't remember who it was to. But it seems like he's re-energized his old team by returning. And it says something about somebody on the Browns had a neck strain and they were released from the hospital. I didn't hear about that, so I'm not going to explain about that. The only Browns injury I know is that Baker Mayfield looked like he did something to his leg in the Patriots game. Next one is talking about Bruce Arians saying that the team was very dumb for their mistakes. I think it's kind of funny. I mean, the guy gets to take credit for winning the Super Bowl, even though he brings in Tom Brady. But he's just an offensive coach. He doesn't have anything to do with the special teams or defense. And yesterday it looked like it was the offense that had the problem. So I'm not really sure what else he wants the players to do. They're going to have a target on their back because people want to beat the Super Bowl, the defending Super Bowl winner. The next one says, it's talking about Aaron Jones has a sprained MCL. I actually saw that on TV today. It said that he was going to miss 1 to 2 weeks, which actually doesn't sound that bad. But this is week 10. So he can be back by week 13, maybe 14 at the latest. So that would help him in time for the playoffs, assuming he doesn't get injured again. rather funny when the Steelers and the Lions tied yesterday, and one of their players said that he didn't know that you could tie in the NFL, which is something people have been arguing about for years, that they should change to the college overtime rules, which I think they should do that too, honestly. But I don't know how you can not know. How can you be in the league and not know that? Like, have you not watched games in the last few years? There's been at least one tie every year for probably the last 4 or 5 seasons in a row. Then it says something about Jets that new marks of futility and other lost to Bills. I'm not really sure what that's talking about. I just know that they got beat 45-3 by the Bills yesterday. And then the next one's talking about Monday Night Football. Rams and 49ers. So obviously I think the Rams are going to win that one. The Rams just lost one of their receivers. And now they brought in Odell Beckham. So we'll see what he does tonight. I thought about trying to get him on my fantasy team, but I don't think he's available anymore. I think somebody else already picked him up. So, yeah, those are all the NFL headlines that I found this week. So with that being said, this is the end of episode number 26. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. Go ahead and click the little bell, too, to get a reminder for the next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.